Well, we are talking about tax time now as we ask the expert. And even though we have more than a month to file taxes, many of us will wait until the very last minute.
There are good reasons to stop procrastinating and get those taxes done. We have the president of Midwest Retirement Solutions, Chad Hujak, joining us this afternoon. You know, there's a reason why the TV news reporters are always live outside the post office on April 15th.
Absolutely.
It's because people wait to get there at the last possible second.
Absolutely. And I recommend that there's 4 reasons really why not to do that. One is get your refund. Everybody likes the refunds.
If you have a refund coming.
If you have a refund coming, absolutely. So get your refund and then take that refund and invest it in something that's worthwhile, like pay down your debts or put it in a savings account. The average refund in the state of Wisconsin is $2,500. So if you don't have an emergency fund, that's a good way to start that emergency fund.
Definitely.
Secondly is, put your best foot forward. Taking time to put that tax return together. We all know how it's like to hurry through your tax return. You make mistakes. Well, those mistakes could end up in penalties that you have to pay to the IRS. So why not prevent those penalties from happening to the IRS? Third, I'd like to point out is ID theft. ID theft is a big issue. Well, with the tax return, all you need to file a falsified tax return is a tax ID number and a name. So if you file first, that criminal, then the IRS has a chance to catch that and go, oh, that's a fake tax return.
Gotcha.
Well, talk about what you see a lot with, unfortunately, divorced couples and the reason why you may want to file early.
Oh, sure. That's an interesting subject, actually. A lot of divorced couples have a divorce decree on who can claim the child. And in those cases, you see a lot of them claiming the child, or both of them claiming the child at the same time. Well, one of those tax returns is kicked back all the time.
Right.
Okay.
Well, they're not necessarily following the rules. So if you file early and you're following the rules of your divorce decree, it helps. And I see that a lot in my industry.
Wow.
Okay, maybe you have a tax bill, maybe you got something else going on. What are the reasons to actually wait to file, to not be one of the early returners?
Well, what I find is when you don't have all your paperwork. A lot of companies didn't have to send out their 1099 forms for the miscellaneous income or retirement income until far later. So if you file your tax return, you will then most likely have to amend that. But like I said before, it's better to file that tax return early for the majority of our filers. And put that to rest. Instead of worrying about your taxes, let's think about the Badgers and March Madness instead of the taxes.
Just don't put your return on betting.
Absolutely.
All right, Chad Hujak, thank you for coming in, talking taxes with us. Who likes to talk about taxes?
Only when I'm getting a refund.
This guy does. Got a question for any of our experts, send them an email, asktheexpert@today'stmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail. That number, 967-5253. The only thing more certain than taxes around here these days are freezing cold temperatures.